Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Do you know what? Today I've got a craft because I am sitting down now. I've got my bits out and I thought we would just do it together. Why not film it as I go? As I said, I have been doing a lot of crafts off of camera, so I need to get back into it and actually pick up the camera when I'm crafting. If you didn't already notice, I have got a new baby back here. I'll give you a little sneak peek from afar because I don't want to show it just yet because she's not quite ready. A Valentine's Day angel baby. Oh my goodness, she is adorable. So I am currently working on a couple. I'm working on the video. I'm working on a pattern for her, so she will be coming as like a big juicy one, you know. I don't know if I'm going to share the tutorial for her publicly. The tutorial for that one will probably be like a pattern exclusive one because she is taking a lot of work and she is very cute. So yeah, she's coming. I'm working on a few other DIYs. I've got some planned. I've got the stuff for it, so more will be coming, don't you worry. But today I'm going to make myself a bag charm because I've been seeing so many around recently, but I've not found any that I particularly like, and I knew I had this fabric. So if you're going to be making this, I'm going to make it very simple. I'm going to hand stitch it today, even though I have got my sewing machine. I know not everyone has a sewing machine, but I mean, you could pick up a needle and thread for all of about £2, can't you? So I think that's pretty accessible. Anyway, so you're going to need some fabric that is not going to fray. I'm using this fabric here. This is actually just an offcut from, I think it was like an old blanket a long time ago. It's like a wool kind of knit fabric. Can you see that? It's absolutely gorgeous, but it doesn't fray, and this is going to work perfectly. And then you're going to need some lace. So I found this just like little bundle of vintage lace. I do actually have quite a lot of lace anyway kicking around in this office, but those are the two things that you are going to need. So yeah, I would probably recommend a fabric that doesn't fray, so that can be something like that, like a wool blend or felt or something. Just use whatever you have, and then just a lace of your choice. You can also use ribbon to speed this up, or just some fabric if you have that as well, just in a different colorway to your actual piece. What we're also going to need is a keychain to make this into a bag charm. You can use any that you already have. You can buy them pretty cheaply from haberdasheries, or even just nip one off something that you already have. I'm sure you've got a keychain that you're like, that one can go, just cut it off and stick your new bag charm on there already. So anyway, grab yourself a coffee, grab yourself a snack, and let's get crafting. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's all paint on my desk. We're going to ignore that, okay? Usually I'd put a nice piece of paper out so that you wouldn't see that, but that's the reality of it. I've been using a lot of acrylic paint. I've got it in the way. What can I say? The angels are still half in progress, so there's no point me cleaning it off. Anyway, so what you're going to need is 2 hearts the same size. The template that I'm using is this one here. Now I have actually created like a template to go on my Etsy shop. It's not done yet, of course it's not. And I've created loads of little hearts of templates that I've used over the years for various different things. So this here is my mini classic hanging heart, as you can see, and I think this is just the most perfect little heart for this project, and I think it's the most perfect shape in my opinion, hence I created it as my very own classic one. So I'm just going to cut around this, and then I'm going to cut around that again just to make 2 identical little hearts. Got hair there, probably from my head, what can I say? There we go. Now obviously you can draw on the back of your fabric if you want to, but I'm just holding my piece in place so I can get this done a little bit quicker. This is just meant to be a quick project for me this morning, so we'll just speed it up as we can. How's that looking? That looks pretty good. Like, this fabric's really cute. I'm really happy that I saved a bit of this. I've also got this kind of fabric in a pink as well. I think it was a blanket. I'm not sure. I've had it for so long now that I'm like, I don't even know what this was upcycled from, but it's very fun and woolly. So yeah, I'm going to need 2 of these exactly the same. So I'm just going to cut around that again, and I'm facing it kind of the wrong sides together so that we have a front and a back piece, just in case I cut it a little bit wonky, because we do need these the same size and it's quite important that they end up the same size. So I'm just gonna cut around that rather than the template. There we go, perfect. So now I have 2 hearts the same size there, and what we're going to do now is sandwich the lace between the hearts. So we're going to want to ruffle this slightly. Oh, look at that side. That was like a little scalloped edge. Do we want the scalloped or do we want the floral? Do you know what? I really like the scalloped edge there. So this is the lace that I have. A flower on one side and the scalloped edge on the other. I like the scallop bit better on this actually, just for this size. So I'm going to loosely measure around how big that is and add on kind of like the same but half. Do you know what I mean? So 1.5 of around the heart. That typically works out great. Mine's a little stiff, so I'm just going to roll it up in my hands, give it a little zhuzh about, so I help it bend a little bit and just wear in. So what I'm going to do here now is bring my needle up with a knot on the back so that it secures on the point. I'm going to get my lace and I'm just going to sandwich that down kind of in the middle. I think that's going to work out best, isn't it? Yes. And I'm going to take the back piece and line that up just so the edge is sandwiched. Then what we're going to do is just stitch through the heart, keeping the lace in place. Just one little stitch to begin with. There we go. And then we can start angling the lace and ruffling it up a little bit as we go. You can of course gather your lace beforehand by adding in a little tacking stitch and then pulling it tight. I don't really do that with these sorts of things. I just kind of wing it. Makes it quicker for me. But what we're doing is go around and stitching between the front and the back pieces. Can you see? Just a few mil away from the edge. If you're using felt, this will be pretty easy, but that's why I said we don't want to have a fabric that frays here. So after a little bit, I just gather it up a little bit more just to create a little ruffle. Perfect. Pinch it in place and stitch that bit down, just going a little bit by little bit. I'm just going to keep going until I reach that point there, just to speed up the video for you, because you can kind of see what I'm doing here, can't you? Okay, so I've got to the end here. It wasn't too bad. Look, that was quite a good guess. 1.5 of the thing of lace, and I've got probably about 1 inch left, and what I've done is just tucked it through the other side of the heart there. So I'm just going to tie off my thread a second. Just go into the middle here and do a little knot on the inside just to keep that stitching all into place, and obviously the knot then will be hidden inside. So there we go. It's just easier if we do it this way. We can refill our needle with thread, and we just want to do basically the exact same on this side that we did there. Look how cute that's already coming together. Are you joking? Perfect. It's all loaded up. So what I'm going to do is bring my needle in. So I've got a knot on the end, as you can see. I'm pulling that through, so that's in the centre, and I've just come through to the back heart there. I'm going to get my lace and I'm going to fold it around with a little gather again, so that it like creates this rounded lace effect. You don't want it to pull tight like that. You want to gather it right up in between the two pieces so that it sits nicely. That looks just perfect to me. Kind of the same sort of gathering as the other side. That will work perfectly. So again, I'm pinching it between my finger and thumb, and I'm just going to stitch down into place. Gathered up the lace there. Make sure that it's all okay still. Yes. And I'm going to stitch just down the other side like we did, forward and back through both the heart pieces, keeping that lace in place. So again, gathering up every kind of 1.5 centimeters and stitching it down, keeping it in place. For this one here, I'm gonna keep stitching up till I get to about there, so then I can stuff the heart, because I don't want mine to be a flat heart. I want it to be a little puffy heart. Oh, stop. Look how adorable this is coming out. So now, with a little bit of stuffing, we're just going to add a little bit over to the other side. I'm going to get in up at the kind of top of the heart first. little tiny bit again, just down toward the point. I don't want this to be too puffy, just lightly puffy, you know? In fact, a little bit more than that. Wasn't giving. There we go, that's looking cute. So there's the flat side, there's the puffy side. Obviously this step is just down to you. The best part about homemaking things is you can make them exactly how you want it. So if you want a little flat heart, you can do a flat heart, but I want a little puffy one, so a little bit of stuffing goes a long way. There we go. That's looking cute. Very adorable, just what's after. And again, we're just gonna carry on doing what we were doing with gathering it up. It is a little bit more tricky now we've got the stuffing in, so you do want to make sure that none of the stuffing is poking out at all. So I'm just keeping all of that stuffing into place with my fingers. This one here looks like it's going to meet up just perfectly on this side, so I'm just going to keep stitching around. There we go. Bag charm, yes, gorgeous. Now all that's left to do is obviously attaching a keychain. So now we have our thread at the top. What I'm going to do is just put a couple of stitches down into place just to clear the way for the keychain. Go. I'm going over the lace this time, like I said, just to clear the way, because we do need to just have a little place where the keychain's going to attach. I'm gonna attach, looking in here, just a little lobster clasp like this, a gold one with one of these little guys. So a jump ring just straight onto a little clip, because I think that's just going to work out best for me. You can do a keychain if you want to, whatever I think it's going to suit you better. So I'm going to use a double split ring on the base of a bigger lobster clasp. So I'm just going to attach this one to the lobster clasp and then stitch that on. So about 5 stitches is going to secure that for me. I'm going to go through and create a few knots there just to secure that into place. And that is all I am personally going to do. Perfect. I could just move that little jump ring up to that space. There we go. There she is in all her glory. Tell me that's not the most perfect little bag charm you ever did see. That is gorgeous. Did it cost me absolutely nothing to make because I already had all of the little bits? Yes, so that's even better for me. I always have loads of little keychains and stuff hanging around because I used to make little key rings and everything like that for my cute store. I might do that again in the future. But yeah, you can obviously upcycle a key ring that you might already have, but look in your craft supplies if you have anything and get creative with it. Other than that though, charity shops are going to be the way to go in trying to find something to make your hearts. Think scarves, think woolly jumpers, think old coats, think anything like that that you can be upcycling, or just buying some new fabric or some felt. I would recommend staying away from like craft shop felt, you know, like the ones you find in Hobbycraft of the range. That's typically just not the best quality, it's just acrylic. I would recommend a wool-based felt if you're going to be buying felt, and that will work nicely. But look how adorable this is. I cannot wait to add this to a bag. I might even put it on my new TK Maxx bag, the one I got yesterday. Did you guys watch that vlog, the one where I went TK Maxx? Because I love my bag. In fact, it's just there. Let me show you my new bag in case you missed it. Like, look at this bag. I love this. $5.99 that was. I think that is a real bargain. And look, oh, little Valentine's Day touch on there. That'll be gorgeous. How am I going to attach it to that? I don't know just yet. I might have to attach it to a different bag with a zip on, but yeah, my bag is very nice. I just love it. Look at all the little details and floral bits on there, so cute. I did end up picking up a few other things actually. Let me just show you. So I got these makeup bags from Primark actually. I saw these online and I actually went specifically to get these little travel ones. Great for putting your liquids in everything because they are kind of clear, and really good for quick access stuff when you're travelling. And just, yeah, £8 for the set of those. I picked up these tea towels in TK Maxx. These were $5.99 for them, and I realised that these are Martha Stewart ones. ones. Oh, babes. I love that. I think they're so cute. And I also picked up just these little hearts, like this set of 3 little wooden hearts. I might paint 1 or 2 of them yet. That's typically what I do with them, but I really like those. Just little solid wood hearts for £2.99. Can you go wrong, really? No, look at that, £2.99. What a bargain. So thrilled with my little Valentine's Day pieces there. I've just kept them in the bag for now because I need to sort out and tidy up. And rather than do that this morning, I was like, no, I need to make myself a bag charm because, you know, priorities. But hopefully that was a little bit helpful for you in seeing how I put that together. I love her. I think she's adorable. I mean, this would be good on my keys, actually. I might put it on my keys. How cute and whimsy is that? But hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with me on this quick little video this morning. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I shall see you very soon for another one. Bye.